So today we are heading to Austin, Texas for the Austin Studio 2. They are advertising as kind of the largest art event in all of Texas. Some 700 artists, 700 plus artists are opening up their studios. Now this event started life as the East Austin Studio Tour way back when, 10, 15 years ago, I forget how long. And, those of us that were in West Austin, like that's where I had my woodworking school, we all got jealous. So the organizing group then did a East Austin Studio Tour in the fall and a West Austin Studio Tour in the spring. And I participated in that a few times. And it's basically you just open up your shop and let people come through. It's just a free walking tour. And those of us that have more space, we would invite artists from outside the community to come in and host at our location. There is a new organization organizing it, and they've combined East and West now, so it's just one event for the year, but that allows them to market it as the largest art event in Texas. I mean, according to their site, there are over 700 studios opening up, and it's happening at 300 locations. Hey, a lot of artists share studios. So obviously you're not going to see them all, so you kind of pick and choose what you want. Me being a woodworker, I'm going to go to the woodworking events. Now what I like about the event is probably one of the most family-friendly events in all of Austin. I mean, these kind of hubs where a lot of artists meet up, a lot of times you're going to have live music, you'll have food carts, a lot of places giving away free samples, that kind of stuff. And artists will set up demonstrations or participating things to do while you're there. It's just so cool. Now, obviously, with 300 studios to visit, you're not going to be able to see them all, but you're going to find that a lot of them are kind of grouped together. So you find a free parking spot somewhere, and then you just wander around for an hour, just walking up and down the streets. They do market it as a walking tour. And even though my focus is always on the woodworking side, because so many artists are so grouped together, it takes nothing to go see various other medias, pottery, painters, mixed media, that kind of stuff. Again, it's a cool event. My first stop is going to be kind of a community workshop where a lot of different artists are set up. And I believe this is even where the Austin Furniture School is set up in the upper floors. I will say it's become so popular, traffic is pretty wild, but you can kind of tell who's set up because they have signs set up. So if you're just walking through the neighborhoods, a lot of times you'll just find a little sign in somebody's front yard and you didn't even know that there was an artist working out of studio in their backyard. It's kind of cool that way. One in a million. Now, this first place I'm going there mainly because of the person that's set up. I really want to see his studio and how he does work, because he is one of the most influential woodworkers in this part of the country. Not so much for his name recognition. You've probably seen his work, but a lot of y'all might not recognize the name. But the number of woodworkers that have gone through his studio as students, apprentices, taking lessons, observing that kind of stuff, his reach is just unreal. So let's get this tour started. Wow, look at that. Yep, you guys guessed it. We're starting out at Mark Maček's studio on the Austin Studio Tour 2025. One element I always like about visiting other people's shop is you see all their practice pieces, what they're experimenting with. What do you think he's getting ready to build with this? Or is this something he abandoned? Or is this something that's just percolating? Like visiting other people's shops. Just wandering around, seeing all these
Oh, cool. Look at that planer. I mean, that thing is a beast. Oh, bandsaw, monster. Oh, damn. That's monster. I mean, look at the size of that thing, those guys standing next to it. It's just so cool seeing how other people work. Ooh, look at that drill press. And tell me, how many of y'all are jealous of this? A vintage old airship planer with a helical head up top. Now that is an ideal setup. Cool. Mark, is this yours?
So my assistant Heidi made that table.
Heidi did?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark said that this table was made by his assistant Heidi. And it's laminates done up. The laminates are just perfectly done. You can barely see the seams of here. And I love the joinery of it. But I got to talk to him how she did this. I'm somewhat confused here. And he mentioned that was his chair. That's really the only finished piece he has in the show. But let's talk to him about Heidi. Okay, we are with Mark right now. And as I was mentioning, he's taught a lot of students have come through his shop over the years.
That's right.
And is this the latest one?
So Heidi is a craftsperson who works for me. She's worked for me almost 10 years now. And this is a table she made speculatively. There was an art exhibit at Women in Their Work. And she made this table for the exhibit.
I have one question about it, though.
Sure.
I could tell, laminate legs. She did an excellent job of lamination.
Sure.
The consistency from left to right, front to back, angle to angle.
Yeah.
Is that free-handed? I mean,
Well, she would have made templates.
made for
So-
the complete a round template to get around it that way.
No.
Or is there a
She
secret to
had
that?
she had a template for the overall shape, the
arc,
elevation.
I can understand that.
So that would be consistent. No, the rest of it was by hand. Oh yeah.
And that's what. Yeah, that's
No, it's
good.
amazing, right?
That's good.
Oh yeah. So those are maple legs, and that's a live oak slab on the top.
Yeah.
And-
the legs impressed me. Speaking of legs, your chair over here, you were talking about like that. This
Yes.
back little edge. I love how this piece curves in so many different ways. I mean, not only this way, but you got a slight twist in it to match in
Yep.
with this twist.
Yep.
Can y'all, the audience can see that?
All right. Appreciate that.
That is, that's really cool.
All right. Thank you.
That's what, I was talking to someone over there. Somebody told me that you're thinking about retiring from furniture making and focusing on just the teaching aspect.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
In the school upstairs, or are you going to, do you have any plans?
Well,
or you
I teach one class at University of Texas School of Architecture.
Right.
I
Know
teach
about that.
woodworking there. I'm teaching some drafting and design classes at Austin School of Furniture, who are on Stassany now. And I'm looking to start working at Austin Community College, teach woodworking there as well. So that's the plan.
It's hard making a living as a teacher, and you're having to spread yourself out 3 different locations to make it work.
It's harder to make a living as a woodworker.
Oh.
I can assure you that.
I just want to find out about those legs because that impressed me. Heidi did an awesome job.
She really did. There's some features on it on the bottom as well, but you just have to, I don't know.
Well, I was underneath
Get
it
a
a
closer
second
look.
ago. I didn't see any joinery aspect. If we can see that right there. That nobody's going to see this, but that is such a smooth joint. And I'm just
Just a second. Sorry. There's something right here. It's just a little belly button, I guess. Hi, yeah.
The legs on this are wood.
I've been trying to find out whose studio this is. You can tell he's been doing this for a long time, all these different events. But this table he did, just one little feature. He's got a little sign on it. Please don't touch on it. He's in the middle of finishing, so I don't want to touch on it. But can you see how he did these Dutchmen? Let me see if I can get the light just right. I mean, yeah, admire his finish work, but that Dutchman is kind of cool. It's almost a straight bar just to join these, and you can see the 3 going across. They're so well hidden. I like that little tiny feature. It's going to be a great center table, coffee table. And isn't this table lovely? I like that. That one, yeah, that's a metal frame on it. Pretty cool. Got to find out who this guy is. Ah, here we go. Fox Furniture. I should have known that. I've been here before. But yeah, kind of jealous of his tool wall. Check out that scraper on the handle. Is that not cool? So Rhodes Hinman's got his set up, and check this out. Is that not cool? A few things available for sale, but look at these cabinets. Get a little of the dust off the top, but bent laminates all the way around. Really nice drawers. I did talk to him and get permission to film, and he said you could touch. That's why he has this stuff out here. Really, look at that bevel setup. Is that not nice? Pretty cool. And I really like these arch tops on the top of these little side stands. Lovely little drawers. Oh, check out the knobs. Can you see that? Each one a little bit different, but all proportional. Bent laminate on top. That's solid wood bent laminate. Really cool.
And this is definitely the time to visit the shop because it is never cleaner than this. Yeah. You know, it's just like having company is always a good reason.
And it's always the little tricks you find out when you visit other people's shop. I mean, he's sitting here with a really nice Veritas honing grid guide, but what's he do to square up his chisels and stuff like that? I imagine just a simple square, block that down, and he'll never have a problem getting angles on his chisels. Simple solution by even the best. And I love the fact that it doesn't matter how big the machine, how sophisticated the machine is, none of us woodworkers trust anything because he's got a little wixie right here just to make sure that, you know, the angles are just perfect.
Just hurt right there.
It just hurt like
Mallets have gotten a bad rap in the modern woodworking realm simply as a means of transferring power, little more than a weight on the end of a stick. That is not how they've traditionally been used. A general purpose woodworking mallet was a force of control in addition to power. If all you want with power, you really wanted a maul. A mallet enhances your ability to control strikes, to transferring power to your chisel. Not only is it a source of good force, holding it by the handle and transferring all that power to the weight in a way that's ergonomic. It's not just holding a straight handle for dear life and hoping you strike it. You want it to be able to pivot in your wrist. So with little movement, you can transfer a lot of force. But most of us aren't transferring that much force every single strike. What we would rather do is enhance our control. Hence, a properly designed mallet allows you to handle the mass of the mallet so that you can control the strikes without having to focus that hard. This is what you're generally doing when you're clearing out waste of dovetails and tenons and finger joints and stuff like that. But if you need even more enhanced control, you want to shift your pivot point to the top because this dome curve on a properly designed mallet allows it not only to sit flat, but it focuses the smallest of strikes. So you can increase your power as you need to, whether you're carving leathers, clearing out a groove, or adding a small chamfer. A mallet is not just an instrument of power. It's an instrument of control if it's designed properly. And mine are now available on my website while supplies last.
Now to visit an art group, they're calling themselves Furniture and Form. At this group, Gary Sherman, he has this hex table right here. I want you to point out a few things. I really like the way he did the legs. The little details, those are all carved in. You can see by the grain pattern. So it's not just legs up. He did that very nicely. I like how the joinery is all hidden. But here, check this out. If we start at this, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panel thing. If you notice, the grain is matched coming all the way around. Only another woodworker would follow that kind of stuff, right? But it just shows the detail he went through. Really well done, Gary.
So, yeah. Do you, what was that? You don't use it anymore? No, I use it all the time at my house. It houses just like my sketchbooks, journals, architecture supplies from just the past 10, 15 years.
Which one is the pecan? Like
this one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the lighter one is the Texas pecan, and it's got a water-based oil finish on it. The same, how long it take to make? I mean, it was in Mark Maček's UT class a few years ago, so he's in the School of Architecture at UT, and every semester he teaches a wood design course, and you spend like the first half learning woodworking techniques, practicing some of the different tools and ways to carve things, and then second half you actually go into like designing and building your furniture. So all told, it probably is a 2-month process, but you also have other classes going on at that time.
Show her how you hide all your clutter when you need to.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, and then that thing just flips up.
does that go in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these little guys go in, and then if you really wanted to, you can even use this to hold this up too. And then that's kind of handy if you're like working on a project or something and you quickly just kind of need something out of here.
You said you had a website where a lot of your other stuff was?
Yeah, it's not fully live or anything yet, but like that is the website, nolan.studio. So it's both just an Instagram tag and the actual like website domain.
Cool.
So
Now for a quick trip to Aaron Mikoludic's. I'm not mispronouncing that.
Yeah, the haircut.
Probably the haircut.
Also, they'll get
Probably the haircut.
or the. I just got my haircut yesterday. Yeah.
Check out all the intarsia, I guess we would call it. I like the different levels here. That's kind of cool. This boggles my mind. Those are all individual pieces. I like that one. Each one with a small bevel, just to mess with the light.
Yeah, it's my cabin.
Oh, really? Yeah. Where's that? Is that Texas?
No, it's in Northern California.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, a little one-room cabin. I mean, I've built a lot of. There's 3 structures on the property, but one of them is the cabin.
Yeah.
Which we actually don't use as a cabin. It's like our living room. Yeah. It has a couch and a wood stove in there. But
awesome.
All built out of lumber from the property. I logged the land and milled all the trees. And
Neat.
Check out his
it's
bench.
a little art cabin.
Yeah,
Really
for sure.
cool done.
For sure.
And all the tools. Looks like the makerspace in Austin is also participating. They've got something set up outside for kids to play with too. Kind of cool. As I said, this is a pretty family-friendly event. Gives them the opportunity to kind of show off some of the classes they have here. Pretty cool. And I've never been to assembly before. This will be new for me. Assembly is kind of a communal workshop where, you know, if you want to teach your kids or something like that, you can come in, or if you just want to get stuff done and don't have the material or the space. I did not know they had such an extensive machine shop. Pretty cool. As always, we have to go all the machines. A do-all. Look at this bandsaw. Is that not awesome? And here we are with Jordan, and this is my first time here thing. I did not realize it was this big.
Yes, welcome to Assembly Makerspace. So it is this big because we actually recently expanded this year. So before this year, we had 8,000 square feet, 6 different shop areas, and with the expansion, we've actually added a 7th shop area, ceramics.
So you just wanted to do more cleaning, huh?
Yep, more work. That's all we want. More.
More place to collect sawdust.
Yes, exactly. Ambitious. But now we have a fully separated metal shop. We have a new ceramic studio.
I saw that. I was jealous of the metal shop.
Yes, it's wonderful. We also have our wood shop. We have our electronics lab that you just saw the soldering activity in. And then we have our lasers, 3D printing, and textiles that way. So feel free to walk around, check everything out, and enjoy yourselves.
Okay.
Happy Maker Market.
Sawtooth Designs of Austin. We've been here before with this studio tour, with the shop tour, but it's always nice to see what's new. Doggo is new. How are you? Oh, we always like doggos, don't we? Yeah. It's got some new boxes, it looks like.
Yeah, he just sold a bunch. There were a lot out there, but he sold most of them.
Very cool. How's your market?
It's been very, very good. You know, it's more of a sort of an exhibition, and you know, call me for commissions. I didn't have that much, you know, on hand to
I've been kind of
sell.
listening in. I was over at Splinter Group and stuff like that, and he had people coming from Dallas, Fort Worth, and Louisiana to check it out.
Mark?
And the guy right behind him.
Okay. Yeah.
Rhodes.
Right. Rhodes is a good guy.
Yeah.
At some point, I have to buy one of his chairs because my wife thinks it's the most comfortable chair she's ever sat in.
A dagger to the heart. He could have been making it, but no.
It's true. Hey, but credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
He's a good craftsman.
I'm guessing this bottom half took most of the time.
Yes. The phrase I've been using here lately is, you know, using all of the buffalo. Yeah. So that's still some of that Texas ash wood from the demi-lune table I built a while back, and I'm using it again in another project that's in progress right now in the shop. But I saw this cabinet, and I wanted to take that motif. So I'm building this sideboard right now for this exhibition.
Got a lot of slack work ahead of you.
No, I don't have to. It's got 2 coats of armor seal. I'm just going to cover it with armor next.
French polish that puppy.
No. That's about as good clean as it's going to get. I'm going to wax it and hide the rest.
And now we're over at Bad Grackle. This is just a nice little setup outside a home in the neighborhood. Austin Studio Tour, number 144. Just the work that appears he makes out of his shop. Pretty cool. Check out the angle. Nice little bevel right there. Filled in the inclusions. Hung the drawer. Pretty cool. I like it. How's the market been going for you?
It's good. It's a little slow today, but the weather's beautiful, so it's a great day to be outside. Yeah.
Cool. Got any commissions?
We were just talking about one. So there's one. And then last weekend I got, someone wants a dining table. So we're talking about that.
Those are always profitable.
Yeah, exactly. So that'll be great.
Nice little ADU. He told me that he has an office for him and his wife because, you know, you never want to share an office with a spouse.
Especially when you're both on the phone all day.
Yeah. But check this out. Nice small shop. first thing he built was a workbench, which we all need, and he integrated the ubiquitous DeWalt. What is it, 733 or something like that?
Yeah, the thing everybody's got. And this was a conglomeration of a couple of different YouTube videos I saw.
Yeah.
There, a bunch of people had plans for them, and I kind of took what worked for me and made it my own a little bit.
I would tell you that dust collector, I went so many years without one of those, and that's such. That's the first thing you need to do.
Yeah, you definitely got to get one of those. And it's still like, doesn't help with everything.
It doesn't, but it gets the stuff out of the air.
Exactly. And then that was actually the air filter up there too was helpful for that.
I have one of those. I'm not sure that does much.
Well, I've taken that filter out and it is caked in dust.
Yeah.
So something's happening.
Something's happening.
Something's happening.
And then for all of us cutting board makers, we're all jealous of this puppy right here.
And that was a Facebook Marketplace find that I just got a screaming deal on out of San Antonio. And so highly recommended that, especially if you're doing the end grain. It helps a lot with the end grain.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's
We're
pretty
all
much
jealous.
it.
We're
Thank
all
you.
jealous.
Yeah.
And my last visit for the day, we are here in Shackelford. Okay, I gotta say, I like this doggy thing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, you can come in and see. Yeah, come on in.
Okay, this looks like an easy way to have a few hours disappear on you. Just.
So this is an interactive piece, and so I've already created obviously the base with the mesquite and the mending plates and the resin river, and then you can pick out whatever shell you want, and you can put it in the piece, and eventually it'll be encased in resin like this table here.
Mm-hmm.
These two pieces are.
Check out the metalwork inside these.
Isn't that
That's
fun?
just phenomenal.
Thank you. This is pecan, and then this is mesquite.
Mhm.
And so I wanted to really hold on to that live edge look.
Mhm.
So kind of like a puzzle piece, I cut the mesquite out and fit it in, and then again the mending plates on the back, and then taped it all off really good, and then poured the river of gold so that you could then build up with the clear, and then put in a little bit of pigmented resin to cover the edge of the mesquite so that it looked more fluid. And then did some more coats of clear to bring it up to almost level with the pecan. I like the lip, so I didn't bring it all the way. And then I did the artwork. So I do all the pyrography and the colors and the wood staining and the sparkles and the holographic film that kind of gives it that stained glass look.
And I know how hard that foil work is.
And very few people can really appreciate like how hard it is to do that kind of stuff. But it's like, okay, like I'm gonna do it anyway. Like even just this piece, like.
Check out how she did the behind the epoxy to get that web effect. Have you been getting a lot of visitors?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a very steady flow. I don't have much chance to stop to do anything.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great.
I found that some of the people that have the independent shows, it's kind of hit and miss with them.
It can, yeah, it can definitely be. But no, it's been good. It's been really steady. Yeah. This is my pride and joy of 2025. The lighting's not so great at this point of the day, but this piece is called All Singing, All Dancing, and the octopus's name is Cassandra. And yeah, she is definitely my 2025 pride and joy. I'm very proud. There's some more wood burning art in here.
I like how with the metal you kind of have to be moving to catch it all.
That is true. Yeah, and all these pieces have shimmer pigment and metal and all the reflective stuff. So it, different lighting, different angles. They're constantly changing the way that they look. But this is also one of my favorites. This was the one, I finished this one this year. This was the very first piece I finished this year. And it turns out it's the year of the wood snake this year.
Oh,
I didn't know. And I had finished it. I just finished it like right around the first. But yeah, I love the way that I interwove the snake through the sacred geometry. And I gave her a third eye. But yeah, I really, really love this piece. And the epoxy on the top of this one is lots of layers. So I did like holographic film and paint. And
you got the seashell effect behind it to show through just ever so slightly.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the holographic film with paint on top of it, and then a pearl resin wash to create that real opal look with a really hidden sacred geometry. And all of that's done on MDF board that was cut out like a puzzle piece, to fit there. So, yeah. And then this piece is fun. I'll show you. Will your camera work in the dark? This one is backlit.
the light's even coming through the crystals, not just the epoxy.